guys, welcome back to another episode of The Tape. Today I'm here with a very special guest once again. Today I'm here with Amina. Here she is. So we're gonna again paint a little bit, get to know each other, get to know her music. Amina, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Dat is leuk.
No problem, no problem. I'm very excited to have you on the show as well.
Me too.
Also, just to get to know you better, because I actually don't know where I know you from. I just found your music and I loved it.
Yeah, I remember when I released my song, you were one of the first people to comment and be like, sending me love and stuff.
Yes.
That's where I remember your name from, basically. I think this is the first time I see you in real life.
Yes, it is.
It is. You've always been pretty supportive, so that's really nice to see.
No problem. No, I love it. I love it, and I hope you bring it later. You perform it later today.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Where are you based actually?
I don't really have a base, I guess. Like, I'm just based everywhere.
Nice.
I work with people all around the country, but like usually between Antwerp and Brussels.
Okay.
That's where I create most of my music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you working on anything right now?
I'm finishing everything right now
Okay.
because I have to release my EP next month. So it's in the works. It's like the last final details are being, being finalized and everything. So I hope it'll be ready in 2 weeks and then I can release it next month. So yeah, I'm really nervous.
Nice. Nervous? Why? Like for the pressure or just
Yeah.
are you doing something new? What's up?
Yeah, I'm just nervous because I'm a perfectionist. So I really want everything to come out perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm nervous for people's reaction, I guess, like for how people are gonna experience the EP.
It's an EP.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mention that.
That's dope. And is it like in the same vibe as your first song?
Yeah.
Hold the Flame?
Yeah, it's all gonna be kind of the same genre, but obviously there's gonna be a range throughout the whole EP. Like, it's gonna be a whole experience, and not every song is gonna sound the same. But
course.
I feel like if there would be a universe, they would all belong in the same universe, basically. Every song.
Oh, okay. What would your universe look like? What is your universe? It's a big
Uh,
question.
Ooh, my universe is very dreamy and a lot of shiny things, like a very cute aesthetic, basically, very
Okay.
free. Basically, like I made this painting once, and it was basically all pink, and it's like the planet Venus and Mars were there, and like Jupiter was there, and there were crystals everywhere, and that's basically what's going on in my mind when I make music.
I love that. It's very
Yeah.
visual. I could
Yeah.
see it. Like, oh, I'm excited to hear the project.
Yeah, I'm excited for it to come out finally, because it's been a while since I released anything. So, yeah,
But at your pace, your time, like, doesn't
Yeah.
really matter what people think right now. As long as you're ready to.
that's what I felt too.
Drop
Because
it, right.
a lot of people were criticizing me about it, about like dropping something and then kind of like disappearing.
Really?
Yeah, because they were like, "Where the hell is your other music?" Which I get,
Yeah.
because there's like no consistency, so it doesn't really come off as consistent and serious and whatever. But I feel like I really want to have my whole image ready and the
Of
whole
course.
package ready before I start being like an established artist, basically. I don't think
course.
people realize that the song that I dropped was really just a tryout and was just to see,
Really?
I was just like,
Sound like a
let's see, and it was-
I know. Whoa.
yeah. So, and I didn't really know, I didn't really even know what direction I wanted to go in. I didn't know if I wanted to focus on house or whatever, because that's not the only music that I'm able to make. But I saw that the response was very positive, so
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe I should release more songs like this, basically. So yeah, it was very hard for me to decide what to do next and what to release next. So it took a while.
Okay, because how did your first project come to be? How did you get into making music?
Been my whole life that I wanted to create music and be a singer. Like ever since I was little, I was singing everywhere. Every song that I knew, like I was singing it basically. It's just always been a dream of mine. I've always visualized myself being on stage and, you know, entertaining a crowd.
Nice.
Basically, it's the only thing that I really see myself doing, like intensively and long term. So it just started out as a dream, I guess, and then I think I just made friends who were also into the same things, and yeah, they kind of encouraged me to come out of my shell. And I didn't start with like knowing what kind of music I wanted to make, or, you know, I just knew that I wanted to write music and sing songs and everything. I just started experimenting as much as I can with some friends, and basically not taking myself seriously. That's
Just
how it started.
vibes, actually.
Yeah,
You're
just
like,
really
this is what I
vibe
wanna do. Let's try.
yeah, and discover myself and everything.
Okay.
So that's how everything came to be, and then I just started meeting more and more people from there. Like my whole network started to grow, and it was just people just like me, like young people just fresh out of high school or college, and people with nothing to do and the right equipment and the right resources. So we were all just like, let's just create together, you know, let's just try something. And then little by little, I think I met people who were kind of on the same
Pages.
same track as me, like in the sense of they wanted to make the same kind of music. And I was like, yeah, let's just try, you know, this and this. And then there was this one guy who made who he loved to make house beats, basically. And I was like, oh my god, like me too.
Wait, do you make beats yourself as well?
No.
Oh,
like
but
I
you like
always wanted to make house music, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, we just tried something out, and then we didn't try to make Hold the Flame. Like, actually, we tried to make another song, and then we took a break from making that one song, and we were like, let's just freshen our minds up and make something for fun, like make something completely different, and just, you know, kind of like wipe our minds clean and start fresh. And we just did it for fun, and I wrote that song, and it was not even finished yet or whatever, but it was cute, it was catchy. And then I got invited to perform at this event. It was like a small event for the issues that were happening in Colombia. Basically, they were raising money, and they were looking for artists who wanted to perform there, basically, and help them raise money. And yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, let me sing a song real quick. And then I sang.
let me do this real quick.
Yeah, I was like, let me help you guys out. And
Nice.
I sang that song, basically the one that was not even finished yet. And the response that I got was so positive. I was like, maybe I should release this song as my first song, basically, because everybody seems to love it, even though it's like barely finished. And from there, that was really my motivation to release the first song that I've released up until now. Basically, it was never my plan or whatever, and I never took the song seriously, but I saw how positive the responses were, so I was like, yeah, let me give this one a shot. So yeah.
And the rest was history.
The rest is history, yeah.
And do you have like inspiration or someone you look up to in the music industry that helped you make the song in a way?
I think I got inspired the most, not necessarily for this song, but maybe for house music in general. And that's basically there's this group called Technotronic, and they're from Belgium, basically. But they had a huge hit, like a worldwide hit in the 90s, I think, or 80s. It was before I was born, at least. When I heard that they're from Belgium, because everybody knows the song and everybody loves the song.
What song is it?
It's Pump Up the Jam. Yeah.
They're from Belgium?
They're from Aalst, girl.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked. No way.
Right? I had the same reaction when I swear. And I was like,
Oh, pump the
Jam, pump it up. They're from Belgium. I swear.
I'm so sorry because I
The girl in the video clip, the black girl, she's not from Belgium. She's from Germany. But the people who made it, the people who recorded the song, everything, they're from Belgium. Basically, they have other songs, and then it's another person singing it, and that person is a black Congolese girl from Aalst. Basically, she's the original voice and everything behind.
This is so random, but so good that I know this now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, please, like, this is faith. Like, I have to continue this legacy.
Yeah.
It was basically that, and like the other, you know, house legends from the 90s, like Robin S. and stuff, and CC Pennington, basically. Because they did some kind of medley a few years ago for the Black Girls Rock Awards or something. and they filmed it and everything, and I came across it on YouTube, and I was like, damn, this is hella inspiring, and this actually has like so much power to it, and like this is a whole legacy basically that Black women created, and I was like, there's no reason why this should stay history, like this actually should be continue. So I was like, yeah, I want to be a part of that.
That's what Hold the Flame is about, kind of? Or what would you say Hold the Flame is about?
Let me try to remember where my mind was at when I wrote that song. I think it was basically I was trying to talk about what I would need in a romantic partner, and what I was what I crave basically. Because I wasn't really dating back then, because I was actually that summer I was actually really focusing on creating as much as I can, and just all my time would go to studio time basically. So I didn't really have time to date, but I tried to imagine what I would want in a partner, and yeah, I just listed all those things, and I was like, yeah, let me put that in a song and express myself in that way. So yeah, it's just about wanting a passionate partner. Yeah, really wanting to feel like deep love, basically.
Okay, let me be very nosy. What would you want in a partner? Like, what if you could build a partner? How would they look like? What would their personality be?
I mean, it's funny that you asked that. Basically, my current partner is how I would describe the partner that I wanted. Basically, I do feel like I manifested my partner with that song. No shade, like it's really crazy.
They heard it before you were together?
Before that, I knew of her existence. Basically, like she heard the song, and that's kind of how we met. Basically.
Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah, I just want somebody very confident and very passionate about life, not just about me, but really about life. Somebody who has like a lot of fire in them, you know. That's why I keep referencing to a flame and a light and fire. Okay. I'm also very much into astrology.
Okay, I was about to ask what your sign is.
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn sun, Aquarius moon, and Aquarius rising. So there's no fire sign in there.
Yet you still want that.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what I'm missing in my life, you know. I have a lot of earth and some air, but I needed somebody really
light up.
Yeah. I just wanted a little bit of craziness in my life.
Would you say you're crazy?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Aren't we all a little bit crazy? No, I wouldn't say I'm crazy.
Y'all calling me crazy?
Yeah, I love that song. At first I was shocked because I was just like, damn, she has balls to make this song. Yeah. And then I was just hooked. I was looking at the clip every time, and that's something I really aspire to be, like just unapologetically yourself and artistically as well.
I feel like if that's missing from your discography or your image or whatever, then it's really hard to be memorable as an artist. If you can tell that other people made these decisions for you, then it can get like pretty boring and repetitive real fast.
But I just feel like it's not always easy to be yourself.
No,
because
definitely
sometimes
not.
people like put on a mask or like a show to be liked more, which I don't blame them. But the strongest thing is just to stay true to yourself.
I think because the way the industry like has been built for the past like a few decades, they kind of reject originality and authenticity. They kind of like big labels and all of they really reject it, and they really just want to copy whatever has been selling. And it didn't used to be the case. Like back in the 60s and the 50s, like you know, back in those days, originality was like what you needed to have a #1 hit and everything. Like they really try to become better than whatever is selling, and now they just try to copy everything. So if you come with your own new ideas, like it's very unlikely that they're gonna wanna sign you or invest in you. So it's
everything has to be fast these days. Like if it's not cute or if it's not selling or if it's not TikTokable, I don't know, then it won't go.
The thing is, they don't even know if it's selling or not because they just don't want to take the risk. They just want to know what it definitely will sell, and they want to go with that basically. So you can't even have the space to try it out or whatever. And I think originality will always sell. Always, like you will always find an audience for your music. Always, like the weirdest artists, they always have a huge following, a huge fan base. Even though maybe we might not have heard about them, they'll still be out there. They'll still be doing their thing. Exactly. But you kind of have to be independent for that, which is not easy.
Are you an independent artist, or are you signed anywhere?
No, I'm not signed. I'm independent, but don't want to say that I don't do everything myself. yeah, I do have a team. I do have management.
Okay,
I used to a lot myself, which was kind of like undoable for me. All I know is how to write a song and how to record it, you know. So I really do not have the time to think about what I'm gonna wear and how it's gonna look and where I'm gonna. No, like I really do not want to think about all of that. Like obviously I have the capacity, but I just don't want to do it. I just refuse to do it because I'm just gonna kill myself if I keep doing it like that, basically.
Overwork yourself.
What about you? Do you have management?
No, I'm independent. I also have a team, as in like my producer who's here.
Okay, that's cool.
Like I try to find people to work with artistically. Like if I want to shoot something, then I have this same group of people that I contact.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's a label or something. So there is no one behind me saying like, okay, we should release this month. And sometimes I actually wish I had, because it gets overwhelming. Like people contacting you for gigs or this, and I gladly take them, but it's just like I want something or someone to just help me through that,
navigate through everything.
Navigate, because I feel like the more opportunities come my way, I will just be so tired eventually, and then I won't be able to do what I actually love to do, which is just singing and creating in general. And then it gets too much.
And then on top of that, everyone who works with you have to pay them and everything. So like there's a lot that you invest in, not just your time and your energy, like even your own money.
Are there people that really do everything themselves, like from shoots, from
There are, but I'm gonna tell you what kind of artists.
How does it
it's happen? Really no shade, but the only artists that can do everything themselves, I feel like, are male artists, and that's just because there goes way less into the image of a male artist. I mean, they don't really think about outfits like that, they don't think about hair like that, they don't think about makeup like that. They just, and usually they have a lot of resources or their friends who like teach them how to make their beats and record everything, so they'll be like pretty independent when it comes to the creation of music and the producing. Like they'll be their own producers, their own beat makers, their own engineers and everything. But honestly, if you really have to be honest, if you do everything yourself, chances of the quality being really good are small, basically, because there's just one ear working on everything. And I don't recommend that, simply because I mean, if I respect
help, why would you not want it?
Because they usually don't think they need it. I'm really not trying to be shady, for real, but I've just seen a lot of male artists who are not really perfectionist in how they make their things
it's whatever sound. Like
it's just like, as long as, and I really like to see them really hustling and you know, teaching themselves everything, but they just focus on having good bars and good beats, and that's cool, but that's not the only thing that
around.
And I feel like sound is also really important. Like it's really important to invest in a good engineer, you know, who can
in everything, actually. Good engineer, good filmmaking. I don't know if that happens enough, but credit the people that are behind the scenes. Like everybody behind an artist is as important to me as the artist, because they wouldn't be, the art wouldn't be the art if it wasn't for the beat maker, if it wasn't for the whole team, you know, for the whole team. Do you have like a light pink or something? Thanks.
Do you have like green?
I'll give you this. Thank you. Go. Artist to artist, how do you navigate through like asking for money? Not asking for money, but putting a price on your art.
I mean, I don't.
It's so difficult.
Do you think it's difficult?
Yeah, because if people are like, okay, we want you for this gig, what are you asking? I just freeze. I'm like,
why?
I don't know. I think for me it's because I just started.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to put a price on what I do. How do you put a price on it, and how do you
be confident about it?
Okay.
And to be unapologetic about it. Basically, you cannot even hesitate or whatever, because then, if you hesitate, it looks like you're not sure what you're worth, basically. And you cannot let other people know that you're not sure. How I figured it out is basically I saw what my first gig paid me, and then I just went up from there. So basically, with time, I'm like, okay, you know, they paid me this amount of money for half an hour. I will not go less.
Anything,
basically, like this is gonna be my minimum. You know, I just think personally, even as a beginner, you're worth €100 every 10 minutes that you perform. I feel like that's just how you should value yourself. And also, if bigger venues book you, they usually have they usually have a budget. The thing is, it's never a bad thing to have a fee that's over their budget. Basically, it's never a bad thing. It's actually a bad thing if what you charge is less than what they are willing to give you, because then you're kind of losing the respect.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a business conversation. I really, it's not me.
I do not
But when
like
it comes
it.
to that, you really have to
I'm
just
not like
not give a fuck.
Once it comes to like numbers and getting serious like that, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, because
It takes away from what I want to do. Like, I don't care. But in the end, if this is what you want to be your main, income, and that you really want to do something out of it, you just need to take yourself serious and be like, this is what I do. This is what
and then others will as well.
Yes.
Basically.
Do you have like a dream festival or dream stage that you would like to perform at?
Yeah, no cocky shit.
Okay.
I really want them all. Like,
Okay, period.
at least
Period.
like
Cut the
in-
cameras.
in-
That's it. You want it
Yeah.
all.
At least like in Belgium,
Mm-hmm.
because I really grew up wanting to go to them. Like, it has a lot of sentimental value to me, so it would be really dope if I could perform at a festival that I, as a kid, wanted to basically go to, like Pukkelpop or like Tour. Even Lokerse Feesten. I would be so happy if they would book me, basically, because I used to go there. I used to go as a kid and like enjoy the artists that I would look up to at the time. So it would mean a lot to me if I got to perform at like the most popular Belgian festivals, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like anything international?
Internationally, what's that one called?
Lollapalooza?
They're like kind of international. They're in Paris, in the States. I think in
Paris.
the UK as well. Coachella, I guess.
Yes.
I guess.
I think you would be so dope at Coachella.
I think so too. But that one to me seems a little I don't know, because I just don't see people like me going there, basically, because I just think they're like the tickets are extremely expensive, and it's like in the middle of nowhere in the States and whatever, so it seems like inaccessible for people like me, like my age, and like the only people that I've seen on social media attend Coachella are like extremely rich people, like celebrities or influencers or whatever. It doesn't seem like something that the masses all go to, I don't know if you see what I mean. It's basically me being anti-capitalist or whatever.
I get what you mean. Like, you want to perform also for a crowd that
Yeah. Just
they,
a regular
they can
people.
get there.
Yeah. What I do see myself also doing is Tomorrowland. Like, I used to think like, okay, it looks very pretty, but it's not my vibe. But I've heard some pretty good things, actually. It's just ever since I've seen other black people hype it, I was like, okay, maybe it's worth it.
Have you been before?
No, I haven't. But I've always wanted to. So it does seem like something interesting for me. And yeah, I do think it could be my vibe, since I do like dance music and house and everything. I think it could be a dope vibe, basically, getting there and everything. It just looks like such a fantasy world.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what my music is about. It's about fantasy worlds.
Let's say manifest it.
Yeah,
Next year
I am,
you're there.
right now. Is there anybody from back in the days, from like your mom's time, that you look up to now?
Whitney Houston, that was her. Whitney, it's so funny because my mom is like, she puts on these golden oldies, and then now when I listen to them, she's like, how do you know songs like this? You're not supposed to.
How
I'm
are
like,
they
girl, you put this on when I was a child every
Yep.
day. So of course I love these songs.
Yeah.
Etta James, Gladys Knight,
Her.
Brian McKnight, Babyface, like all of this, like the 90s R&B uncles and aunties, and yeah, from different eras. Question from the bowl. What is a misconception people might have about you?
I guess since they see me not like releasing a new song every week, they think that I'm not really committed to making music.
A misconception would be that they think you don't care enough.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Don't understand why people would be like, oh, she doesn't care.
Yeah, I feel like people think that I'm wasting my talent or whatever, but I'm actually just constantly building a strategy. I am thinking about what moves to make and everything. I just don't want to do anything impulsive, or I just don't want to come off as...
You don't want to rush anything as well.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to rush anything. Like, whenever I'll be ready, I'll do it.
The fact that you're also a starting artist, it doesn't feel like it. Like the way you come
think
across
so?
and the way you
Damn.
how you talk, it's just very grounded, very as if you've done this like your whole life. This is
Sure.
what you do.
I did it in a past life. Do you feel like there's something you should do you feel like there's something you should prove yourself about, like as the fact that you're a beginning artist and the fact that you're not like
No.
incredibly famous or whatever?
No.
See, but that's a good thing, no?
No. Like the fact that I pressure myself sometimes is just for me because I'm like, oh, I'm excited and I want music out, but I don't feel any pressure
Yeah.
to prove anything to anyone. And I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy in my skin, my body, whatever. So every day for me is just an exciting journey and just like, okay, what are we gonna do today? And
See, yeah. I really
handle
love that
everything
for
with
you.
love.
That's really how you should go about it. I feel like that's really, you should really enjoy the fucking ride and not rush anything or pressure anything. I feel like the pressuring kind of also comes from like a capitalistic mindset, because people want music to sell, people want everything to go fast and make money and everything. But honestly, we are also artists. Like artists we don't operate like that. I think I feel like genuinely.
Because what is your view then on like, social media, for example, like TikTok, that you almost need those accounts and that activity to be relevant in a way?
I think it's a very helpful platform for people who do have that, for people that are in a rush. You know, you were like, I need something to blow up, or my rent will not be paid. I guess I feel like that's a good tool for that. But I don't feel like it should become a competition, or I don't feel like it should become something you rely on. Social media, like TikTok, it was also just created for fun, and let's keep it that way. Let's not make it completely business and views and whatever and followers and
like, because it also goes hand in hand with like promoting your music. You want people to listen to your music. So in a way you kind of have to give into it, but you can also be authentic while doing it. You don't have to create a whole persona to sell your music or your.
You can tell if the persona is not you, basically.
And it also doesn't last. Like it's
exactly, it doesn't last.
Brief moment.
You cannot keep up with that.
Like it's exhausting. Like I get exhausted for a day if I already have to promote things on my story. If I'm posting things, I'm like, damn.
Like, please.
I wish it could just be like out there and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, the only positive thing that I can say about TikTok is that it really does create a community, and it's a little more genuine than Instagram and what else is there? Twitter. No, I feel like Twitter is actually my favorite. If I really have to be honest, Twitter is my favorite platform.
Toxic as well, but
oh, definitely. Please, you really have to be strong.
Damn. Because people have
if you
opinions of everything, about everything.
everything.
Nobody asked, but okay, anyway.
Yeah, it really does build character, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I feel like if you go on these social media platforms, you need already a very strong fan base and whatever to kind of, have your back in all of this. Because if it's just you, please.
Like, when does someone that loves your music becomes a fan?
When it's like, for example, like a total stranger, so you don't know them, so there's no like bond. They're not really helping you out because you're her sister's friend or whatever, When it's like a complete stranger, and when they really consistently show up for you and support your music and like
stream your music. No, because literally, if I did not know you and I listened to your music and I'm like, yeah. I think the word fan is just a connotation of like people that are like, for me, it's just someone that enjoys the music and indeed that you don't know, that have no bond with.
I'm a fan. I don't know how to handle that. It's like, oh, thanks, that's really sweet.
I can't navigate through that. It's just like I appreciate the love, but I would be so awkward because I'm very awkward.
Yeah, because what do you say?
And I'm just like,
Do you have some white?
Actually, we have to buy white because
it's okay.
Yesterday people were asking white as well.
It's okay. I'm gonna use black then.
Okay, good. Whoa, what are you painting? So the complete opposite.
Yeah.
No white.
It's not as cute, but I was like, yeah. In which time period would you want to make music if it wasn't the current time period?
Disco times. That time, because I feel like everything was just raw and everybody was on something.
Cool.
I don't want to be on coke, but I mean that energy of that raw energy and that raw
that's cool.
talent around you. That's what I would love. If you look at it culturally for Black people, that's not a time that actually I would want to be in.
Yeah.
But if I can be like romantic about it, and
Like
then it's in that way.
Yeah.
But realistically, I think this is the best time for me and for us.
Yeah, because I get it. Because I don't really blame traditional parents for not really recommending pursuing a music career, because in their days it was really really hard to be successful and to get a chance, basically. But nowadays it's really, it's not the same anymore. You can actually, like we just said, like TikTok and make you famous in 24 hours, basically. Which is not necessarily something that I want for myself, but I'm just saying that it's way easier now, I think, as a upcoming beginning artist to find resources, to be seen, basically.
What area would you say, actually? Or
It's really weird because I couldn't imagine myself doing music if it wasn't now. Because I feel like everything is just working out in a sense that house music is kind of like becoming really popular again. It's not as hard as it used to be to make music, so I definitely wouldn't want to be an artist, back in the days. Definitely not, especially not for like somebody female and dark skin. Like, never mind. Maybe in the future, like maybe in like 2050 or whatever. I feel like that would be interesting. I think it's gonna be a little harder with AI and everything.
Ooh,
But at the same time, the way my music sounds is a little futuristic, so I think it could fit in the future, basically. But yeah, the goal is basically to make timeless music that you could have played 20 years ago, but also 20 years from now.
timeless.
Yeah.
This was a really
Yeah.
nice conversation,
Thank you,
and
yeah.
the way to end it. Do you want to show your painting?
Oh yeah.
Oh. I think we have the same like
Oh my god. Let me
color
see.
palette thing going on. It's
Oh,
this is mine.
You're so beautiful.
Yours is beautiful too.
That's so pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
This
really
is
have the same
pretty.
taste.
It's like the same.
I swear, because I was first gonna do
Colors.
like lines, but I was like, nah. Let me just do whatever.
Love it. Love it. Thank
That's
you.
it, Hi everyone. My name is Amina808 and I'm gonna perform Closer and Hold the Flame.
You remind me of the galaxy, full of mystery, but gotta keep you close to me. You remind me of the galaxy, full of mystery, but gotta keep you close to. You remind me of the galaxy, full of mystery, but gotta keep you close to me. You remind me of the galaxy, full of mystery, but gotta keep you close to. Can't keep my eyes off you, I don't know what to do. I'm floating, forget my misery when you're in front of me. I'm floating, yeah. I'm floating, yeah. I'm floating, yeah. Can I kiss you there? Can we go somewhere now? And I want you there. Need your touch somewhere. We both know you want my body. Can you handle my soul? We both know you want my body. Can you handle my soul? Can you handle my soul? Can you handle my soul? Yeah, 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 yeah. You remind me of the galaxy, full of mystery, but gotta keep you close to me. You remind me of the galaxy, full of mystery, but gotta keep you closer. Gotta keep you closer, yeah. You know I gotta keep you closer. Gotta keep you closer, yeah. Just wanna hold you tight. Just wanna hold you tight. I need someone who's gonna hold the flame, and I'll be everything you need. Take away the pain. I need someone who's gonna hold the flame, and I'll be everything you need. Take away the pain. Someone who's gonna bring the fire. Someone who's gonna love me right. Someone who's gonna be my light. Someone who's gonna bring the I can't love you. I can't love you. I can't love you. You don't wanna be the one, then I'ma walk away from you. I'll need someone who's gonna hold the, and I'll be everything you need. Take away the pain. I'll need someone who's gonna hold the flame, and I'll be everything you need. Take away the pain. I'll need someone. I'll need some. I'll need someone. I'll need some. I'll need someone who's gonna hold flame, flame, flame. I can't love you. I can't love you. I can't love you. You don't wanna be the one, then I'ma walk away from you. 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 Bumping it up.
My people in the city go from
You the club. Bumping it up.
My people in the city go from
You the club. Bouncing me to the beat of the drums. If you had two rums, she got four girls tonight. Bouncing me to the beat of the drums. If you had two rums, she got four girls tonight. Come on, you got four girls tonight, night, night. You got four girls tonight. You got four girls tonight, night, night. You got four girls. What you drinking? What you thinking? Smoking loud 'cause my mind overthinking. Found my way right before I was thinking. I don't want nothing more than get drunk on the short. Then we go for a ride in a Lincoln. Then we go for a ride in a. Then we go for a ride in a Lincoln. Then we go for a ride in a.